Horsey will now not automatically go. You have to tell him. It sucks that Horsey does not respect stacks anymore. So, Horsey's gotten buffed and nerfed, and that... I'm not really a fan of that change. Just seeing if anyone here has an. About it. Oh, apparently, if you give Horsey carrots, he will actually come back sooner. No. Someone else did report about the stacks thing. So yeah, what am I saying? Someone else reported that the bags and Horsey don't respect stacks, but there's no commentary as to whether or not that was an intended change or not. I can only hope it isn't, because it's a rather annoying change. Like I said, if you mine up a ton, you refine it. You try to hand over Horsey to 45 like you used to, like I could yesterday. You can now can't hand him to 45. You can hand him 25, and he'll run off and come back. He may come back a bit sooner, but it just throws the whole time scale of it out of whack, and just sucks a little. Especially with how items despawn and the like. 60 carrots. This is nearly done. There we go. Ooh, so many glowing achievements. So like if you give Horsey a stack of 10 brains, I used to be able to, Horsey will take up 10 slots each with that. So if you try and hand over 3 stacks of brains, 30 brains, that's Horsey completely full now. Well, previously when he could only carry 15, you could handle 10 stacks of brains. You could handle 150 brains Well, now he can handle 25. So while he's gotten 10 extra slots, the main benefit for it is in items that don't stack to begin with. Like hatchets, like, he'll carry 25 hatchets, no problem. But he'll lose his mind if it's, you know, and else. Like, see there, you're not really making any loss here on copper ingots, but you're making huge loss here on carrots. It really fucking bugs me, because I was just thinking, oh, it's going to be all positive benefits, it's all going to be great, and why is this gone to shit? It just sucks. Oh, this has gotten a little cheaper to make. That's something. Wish there was a button there to send him off. Just like part of the UI. So I didn't have to go talk to him then. Like previously he would just run off automatically. Now he's a little more hesitant to do so. I'll cash that in eventually. 20 barley. This will be easy to do. Barley stacks as far as I remember, so it's not a big deal. When the very first one only gave me 1, I got kind of worried. It's like, oh god, I'm not going to have to run around to 20 different nodes here, am I? Apparently these guys, while we're near, won't actually harm the plants. They'll do their actions without any actual gathering. Hell yeah. Monsters. Heya Slayer. 140 sheep. I think we're better off in hunting something else, because 140 sheep is a lot of sheep. They say take all, but they can't really do anything. And see, you try and clear up your inventory, like, oh, I'll put this in. The 1 stack becomes 10 stack. The 10 stack of 1 becomes 1 stack of 10. Sorry, other way around. The 1 stack of 10 becomes 10 stack of 1. And so putting stuff into bags becomes a net negative, depending on what you're trying to put in, like. Coins won't stack in here. It's kind of dreadful. Now, putting stuff in here that doesn't stack to begin with isn't a big deal. So you got shields, you got bones. Put that shit in here. You're not losing out on that. But if you have items that stack, do not put them in there. You're missing out greatly. What's your problem? Work. Help gathering barley. I should ask Barney if it's alright to get outside help, but I don't see why not. I already actually helped him, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Fetch me some? Sure, how many? 5 bundles. brought the barley. Thank you. I'll pay Wind Gardener. How many cows do I need to slay? 50 cows. Tree artifacts. I wish I could set my character to hostile and just have him rampage. And Horsey just ran off. I don't mind the idea of Horsey running off from extended combat, but as you can see, 2 fights scares Horsey off. Like, Horsey gets scared off very easily. There's no non-keyboard way to get this up. But yeah, Horsey gets scared off very goddamn easy. So, yeah. I could see Horsey being an issue, but I feel like doing this almost feels like an overreaction. It's made having Horsey around so much more awkward. Again, I have no issue with him, but running off, but it feels he runs off too easily. It's a little overtuned. I suppose it's not too hard to get the upgrade, but there's a bit of work to be done, you know? It's not something you get straight away. And I've just gotten far too used to having Horsey to keep my inventory clear that not having him really chafes. If I actually run around, I'll get 7. Then if it visits the 8 places outside, I get another 7. Then if I visit those, I get another 7, so that's 21. Rural Hayland. Key locations in Spruce Shade Woods and Timberwell. I get 2. Groupies. Yeah, I think I'm better off staying clear of any combat-related ones till I have the whistle, because to resummon them. Well, I already have the whistle, but till I have the spell to summon them, I'm better off avoiding it. Alright, let's clear my inventory. Okay, I have 15 so far. Okay, Novice Mage Staff is 8 accuracy. Spruce Staff is 4 accuracy but 2 spell damage. Trade off of 4 accuracy, but do that bit more damage. It's a fair one. I wish you could sort by name, because I don't... There we go. Fishing rod. An old storage sack can drop from enemies or be bought from him. I didn't realize it could drop. Could have just saved a few tokens. Here, I'm actually going to stop for a moment. BRB, folks. 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, let's get back to grinding, so. There's probably a more optimum way to do this. But, nah. See? There's no loss. It's a 1-for-1 and it's fine. But if the item stacks to any degree, there's a loss. It goes from a 1-to-1 to a 1-to-10, 1-to-3, 1-to-10, 1-to-15, you know? 1 to unending, like in the terms of coins. So, the lack of stack respect kind of takes the wind out of sails, you know? I want to stop harping on about it. I'm just really annoyed about it. I really hope that's something they fix. So we have to get our 100 at ease. Like, seriously, killing 60 rats gives much better rewards than 140 sheep. Actually, wait, 45, yeah, no, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Still, I think 60 rats gives more, like, of the stuff I want, you know? really sure what's going on there. Loving fishing. Wonder if there's any fish you can do here. Pulling a Grimoire. And now I feel a little sad. I remembered Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman was the guy who voice acted Grimoire in Simpsons. Apparently there's talk of him doing a live action Grimoire thing. That never came to be. I remember hearing something very dramatic. I remember hearing details about it, but I'm kind of paranoid what if any details are wrong. But look it up yourself. I can say this much, I'd say. What happened with him was a terrible thing, and the full circumstances of it was a terrible thing. Apparently, between two friends of his, there was actually a falling out over what had happened to him. To the point where they ended up in a fist fight. Like that, it escalated. It escalated, so yeah. Again, like I said, I would like to say what the hell I'm talking about, but I'm paranoid. Like, God, what if I misremembered? What if it's this? What if it's that? But yeah. Here, I'm gonna look this up because now I'm paranoid. You know, fuck. I keep forgetting what Phil Hartman looks like. Yeah, his wife had drug and alcohol problems, and she ended up executing him in his sleep and then herself. But apparently he'd been trying to help her, but a supposed friend of his ended up offering her stuff at a party, triggering a relapse. And that ended up in her killing him. So when this... Is it just me or is the UI off? Yeah, in OBS it seems like the UI is off. It's slightly cutting off the screen here. Like, that's meant to be a full circle. Here, give me a second. Yeah. Um, yeah. For some reason, the very side of the screen is slightly cut off. You're not seeing the full circle. You're not seeing the full UI. I do not know why this is. Hmm. When I look at it within properties for the thing, it shows the full thing. But when I look at it in OBS, it doesn't. Okay. See? There's this little bit here that's been cut off entirely. There may be more elsewhere, but yeah, that sliver here. It's shown here, but it's not been shown here. Now I do it, and you're back to seeing that. My cursor hasn't been captured either, because of course not. I ended up using the same thing for demons' souls, so that was why. Actually, I'll use this one. Okay, that fixed it. And you can capture my cursor, see my cursor now. But yeah, let's get more fishing going. Phil Hartman. Yeah, they actually have it here on Wikipedia. Harmon's friend and former colleague accused his co-star of reintroducing the wife to cocaine, causing Harmon's co-star causing her to relapse and suffer a nervous breakdown. He claimed to have known nothing of her condition. Apparently, Lovitz said he no longer blamed him for his murder, but claims that, but in 2006, he claimed that the co-star had approached him at a restaurant, claiming, "I put the Phil Hartman hex on you, you're the next one to die," before he got ejected from the restaurant. Then they had a further argument at Comedy Club where Lovitz introduced Dick's head, into the bar. I think I remember hearing that Andy Dick only recently came out of prison. And immediately went around being an asshole. So yeah, basically, Lovitz and Dick. Lovitz was a friend and former colleague of Phil Hartman. Blamed Dick for reintroducing the wife to cocaine. Dick claims he knew nothing of it. But honestly, I don't know if anyone actually believes him when he says that. And as far as I know, they that fight they had there, where the guy's face was introduced to the bar. Yeah, as far as I know, that was over Hartman as well. That's just like a permanent wedge between the two. Understandably enough. Given the circumstances, that's not really surprising. Oh, and that is done. In which case, let's head to the other fishing spot and go get the other bit done. Do wonder if I articulated that well. Folks, I've been trying to make. I ended up talking about one thing there. I ended up remembering Phil Hartman and whatnot, but part of me wonders if I'll leave that in or not. Both things depressing, but I don't know, I feel awkward talking. I think I made a Troy McClure joke or something. Oh yeah, sleeping with the fishes. And so yeah. Ooh, these are a lot harder to grab. Oh, bag for them. To use something like WoW that always has my money money on me. Or souls in a way. But yeah, the sleep ended up misspeaking and yeah, and I can't send money back via the horse now because he'll just take 25 coins at a time and that's it. Which is annoying because you might end up making a chunk of cash and want to send it back. Even if you're limited in how much you could send back, you'd want to send back more than 25. But yeah, I ended up referencing Phil Hartman because I was like, oh, about doing fishes or something. But that obviously my mind immediately goes to how he went out and ended up talking about that a little. Because it's just a fucked situation. And it's just like, what else to talk about while I'm waiting to catch 100 fish? It's kind of boring. It's better than WoW, but still. So, yeah. I'll leave it up to future me to leave it in, or not. Though it won't be that future. I might edit it tomorrow, so it's... yeah. What time is it? 8:45. Or nearly. 18 to 9. I think I may stop for a second. You know what? Nah, it's staying in. So, like... Yeah, I don't think anyone believes the dude when he says he didn't know about her condition. I know, the guy just seems like a shitheel. And the whole approaching a dude in a restaurant and claiming I put the Phil Hartman curse on you. If you literally did that, dude has some fucking problems. So, yeah. Dude has issues. Gutting knife to wall goopy to gain a goopy foot and additional fishing experience. So, 20% additional experience in fishing when cooking fish, or increases your cooking experience gains when cooking fish. I think that's actually a better choice, because you're already getting cooking experience. If you can get more fishing experience from cooking fish, then that's pretty damn handy. Student of Varda, Warthane, Yarden. I'm thinking of Varda. The idea of being able to enchant my weapon sounds kind of cool. Don't die. Broke again. $25 coins. That's all Horsey can take. Like I said, the changes to Horsey has been, in large cases, a straight out nerf. If it's bones or things that don't stack like gear, then it's fine. But for Am that does, it's a nerf. There be worms in this here boardwalk. Catch 60. But yeah, when the guy came out of jail recently, I remember a lot of people were like, he's literally out of jail and he's already pissing people off. Like, I don't remember what it was. I think he was running his mouth or something. But, yeah. Dude really knows how to make enemies. He's called Dick for a reason. It's been a while, I don't really remember what he did. But I remember he was pissing people off. Wow. I came back here and found 4 views on my first demo video of Black Grimoire. Not too much time watched on it so far though. First 2 views didn't seem to watch anything. Eat. One of them watched like 12 minutes. Views of you. I don't know, I'm just kind of antsy about my videos. I've done so many for so long, I really want to see, you know, more views, more everything, you know. Done so many videos for so long. I've over 16,000 on my channel. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm close to 17,000. Well, certainly would be there if I had gotten off my ass and edited more. But it could be a fun fucking 18,000 if I did. I have a lot of footage on my hard drive. Of like a year's worth of RimWorld. And that's just from one session of 2 years back. Not one session, but one season of it from 2 years back. If I got around to finishing that, you know, starting that would be incredible. Then there's more I could put up, and you know, there's a ton of footage there. I have a little bit left over of Cyberpunk. I have to get back and finish that. But yeah, I have a ton of footage there. And I know, I just like the idea of more people seeing my footage, seeing what I've recorded, seeing what I've put out there. I just like the idea of more people seeing what I put out there, what I've recorded, what I've done, and actually watching it. More people seeing it and actually watching the video, watching the whole thing, just would be nice, I feel it may come off poorly, like, oh, he, greedy, or just come off in some poor way, but I've done this for 10, 11 years now, and I would really like for the channel to take off. I would love for more people to see it. If I could make a bit of cash off it, that would be lovely. I find it therapeutic. I'm not just doing it for money, but I wouldn't say no to it. There's a hole in the ceiling of the other room that's been there for like a year now. Half a year, and we don't have money to fix it up. There's a hole in the ceiling, and part of our issue is actually honestly just getting a workman to bloody well do the job. The guy meant to do it just fucked off. I was saying before, he was meant to contact us Monday or Tuesday. Instead, he'll call us Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, days that we're busy. Or aren't expecting him. Like, Mum's busy on Wednesdays, she's got her cello. But on Thursdays and Fridays, we may or may not have something on. If he just suddenly is like, hey, I can come over, well, that day he called when Mum was in the middle of bringing in an animal to the vet. And due to my terrible sleep schedule, I was unconscious at the time. So, there was nothing we could do. I think she was bringing like Pippin or something, or maybe one of the cats, or maybe Zen. Like Nero doesn't go much at all. He's, other than the brain damage, he's pretty healthy. But, yeah, he was meant to call Monday or Tuesday so we could set up when he was turning up. But then he'll call Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to turn up right then, when we'll be busy or not expecting him. So we had to cancel 1 week because something came up. Then the next 2 or 3 weeks, he did this, and then he suddenly stopped contacting us. So haven't been able to get anyone since. We've always had difficulty getting people to turn up. Even when they set the price and they just don't turn up. They'll say, oh yeah, I'll do it, and never hear from them again. So, I suppose it's not just a money issue, but if we had more money, we could certainly look further, we'll be able to look even further afield and maybe find someone who actually wants to get paid, That'll be nice. But yeah, I feel there's some frowning on the idea of people wanting to make money off their channel, but I'll be honest, would like to make money off my channel. Would like to make some cash here. I would like to make some cash here. It's, well, I find recording videos therapeutic. It's like chatting with a friend, I would also like to make money off it. Get, holes fixed up. If there's something going on, I can, throw some money at it. That would be nice to be able to do, Okay, we're nearly done with this. I think this inventory will be the last. Which said how many I had. rather than making me work out 81% to 60. Uh, 86% in this case. But yeah, I feel it's frowned on to be outright saying like, yeah, I would like to make money off my channel. But I feel like that for me, it feels like that would happen. Like it feels like you shouldn't say like, oh yeah, I'd love to make money off my art or something. You know, you're not meant to say it. But maybe that's just me being weird. But I think sometimes people are weird about that kind of thing. I'm not sure, to be honest, at this point. But yeah, I would like to make money off this. Good, you know, pay to get the hole in the ceiling fixed. And if workmen aren't turning up, then I would have the extra money to go even further afield. If you look further afield, then you have to pay travel costs. Who knows how much it would end up being? You know, extra time driving, fuel expenses, this kind of thing. It all adds up. So having the extra money to play with would let us, maybe find a workman that actually wants a job. Just plenty of gigs here if someone would just, want it. So. Yeah. Finally, that's done. Okay. Three, 7, 14, 24, and there's 15 in there. It better not have been a drip above my goddamn head hitting the ceiling. It could have been. There's a leak there. So annoyed at that one guy for fucking off. Jesus, 5 things for killing 15 chickens? Jesus. Ashenside. 30 highwaymen, 40 bandits. So does it count the infinite respawning, guys? Can't deal with them till I get the goddamn whistle. Can't do those. Then there's an extra 5. Okay, sure, we'll do some exploration. I'm curious. Game that does not know how to handle that. Alright, there's limitations on the pathfinding. Gotcha. And that bridge disappeared over here. I like this house. It looks like it has a shadow of a dead guy on it. That was creepy. 3,500. Okay, this isn't a bad place to fish. You can fish here, and then just run back into your house and deposit it yourself. Jeff the merchant. Asked Helen's mayor to dismantle that bridge across the river, and can you believe it? He refused. Okay, I can see why you want the bridge dismantled, but if it was dismantled that bridge, well, okay, you wouldn't completely cut the place off, but people would have to go through the city to get over to the other side of here, rather than just being able to go here. So if you're trying to go from Thornhill, well, Thornhill has its own way across, doesn't it? Well, if you're trying to go from, say, Barnes Green Village here, you could just go and then hit Orfield or down into Haywoods. Actually, yeah. If you're coming from Thornhill, you can't go this way. You'd have to go here and then through the city. So that's, yeah, no, terrible. I can see why if this is your boat, but fuck, that's a terrible idea. See why you'd want it. Ugh. Okay, these three want jobs. Oi, Sergeant, ain't no jobs left. We're dying out here. Yeah, give us something. Just nothing too tough, eh? Can't you find us somewhere we don't gotta move too much? I could hold stuff, but ain't too heavy. Come on. Work, you want? You wouldn't know hard work if it bit you. Hey, we ain't lazy. We're saving our strength for when the real work shows up. Oh, you. Another one of these slackers, eh? Where do you think you're going? I'm here to help if you need it. Ah, you help? Fine, prove me wrong. Bring me 5 copper ingots so the militia can forge new swords. Want me to just make the swords? Where do you think you're going, soldier? Don't waste my time. I'm here to help. Some lunatic at the docks causing trouble. Think you can handle showing him the way out? Better you than one of us, just in case he's dangerous. Hit Sergeant 4. Hit Sergeant. Hit Sergeant. Another one of you freeloaders, what do you want? I'm here to help if you need anything. Think you can help? Fine, prove it. 5 wool to make bandages. You sure you're not gonna mess this up? I'll bring it. If only this was my home, I would have it. Oi, who's looking at me? Wait, I need to get a weapon. Really, a shovel should work just fine. So, deposit these, get 5 wool, 5 copper, and grab a sword. Or, let's continue doing magic. Okay. I think that's it. Oh no, wait. Shit. I just grabbed the spell stuff. Alright, this is take on it, so you take out rather than load. I was thinking before it had an option to basically just throw in random stuff into it, which would have been actually kind of handy. Salvage's workbench. Need to go get some stuff for him. Neither of us can hit the other. Okay, he's hitting me just fine. Yeah, back in a sec. Let me go get a sword. Can ram that up, be just fine. Mystic's workbench. That's new. He's not fighting back for some reason. It's time for you to go. The hell? Oh, I didn't have the money to get the other thing. Blesses the enemy with dark waters causing spell damage. 4-5 wool. Huh, it actually came true. Villagers will appreciate it, even if I don't. Glad to help. Alright, prick. Took care of the problem with docks. Oh, well, guess that's handled then. Yeah. The 5 copper you asked for? Well, looks like you can handle something simple after all. Your contribution to Haywin will be remembered. Awesome.